Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I have a story for you guys. We just got back from a camping trip over the weekend. We went to a beautiful KOA campground and we stayed on one of those big rig sites that has like the full patio with the fire pit and the furniture. I mean, this was gorgeous. Not only did it have the fire pit and a table and then chairs around the fire pit, but they also provided you with a gas grill and complimentary propane to use if you wanted to cook on it. It was gorgeous. Very roomy site, very well maintained. We were extremely happy when we saw it. So where we hit a hiccup was with the sewer connection. This was a full hookup site. So it was also pull through. So we come through the back end and pull into the site and get up to where we thought we would want the travel trailer to be set up, like where we wanted it in proximity to the patio. And we got out and started walking around and looking, and we realized that the sewer connection was up toward the head of the site. And by the head of the site, I mean the area where our vehicle was, where you pull out. And it was very awkward. We've never encountered one in that position before. It was like also raised up off the ground, like probably about this much off the ground. So we got to thinking, if we pulled up any further, then our awning would not provide any shade to us when we were using the patio. It would have been up past the patio, and we would have had no shade if we were sitting outside, which would pretty much render it useless on a sunny day. So we decided to stay where we were. After we got everything set up, everything was great, everything was perfect, but that sewer hose was stretched to the max. We have a 20-foot sewer hose, and the slinky was unslinked. It was stretched, and it actually, if we did not have a sewer hose support, it would have been hanging there like a hammock. That's how far it was stretched. Now, we have the rubber graduated adapter that Camco makes that fits down into your sewer pipe. And then of course the hose we use is a Camco Rhino hose with the clear elbow that goes down into that. So the problem with it is that it's seated in there firmly, but it's not secure. So when we're at a normal site where it's not this high off the ground, we'll use, maybe we'll use a rock, or I have a really cute sewer weight it's an orange camper that you fill with water, and it makes it quite heavy. It has like an area on the bottom. It's also made by Camco. Has an area on the bottom that is like specifically designed to fit over your hose and over that curved elbow and hold it snugly in place in that sewer hose that's in the ground. But with it being so high off the ground, we couldn't use it because it would have been like, it would not have balanced on top of that elbow. I'm certain of it. It would have rolled off at some point. So that wasn't an option. So we just weren't quite sure how to proceed. And I said, well, you know what? I said, why don't you go up to the camp store and see if you can get us a 10-foot extender for the sewer hose. We've seen them at other campgrounds before, so we figured they probably had it, and they did. So he purchased the 10-foot extension, brought it back, we hooked that up, and that gave us a little bit of slack, but we still had that awkward, it was sitting in the top, it was snugly seated in there, but we didn't have a way to secure it. We couldn't put a rock on it. We couldn't put the sewer weight on it. So it was just basically, we had to be very careful when it came time to empty out the tanks, just to make sure that that sudden gush of fluids didn't pop it off. But as I'm standing there looking at this, I started thinking about one of the most polarizing products that is out there on all of these RV Facebook pages. I mean, if people post that they bought one of these things, they get eviscerated by the masses. People think it's so silly to buy these things. But guess what? I bought one, and I'll tell you why. So what I got is this guy. They're supposedly really hard to get. I know they were really hard to get. I'm assuming they still are. When we came back, I started looking to see if anybody had them, and I found mine. It was at our local Walmart. So I ordered it, and they delivered it to me the next day. This is the Rhino. The actual name of it is the Rhino RV Sewer Adapter Pro, and it features a drain lock. So I'm going to open this up, and we're going to have a look at it, and I'll show you specifically why it would have been so great this weekend if I had it. So the way this guy works is very similar to the one that came with your sewer hose. It fits down into the sewer pipe, but it has this neat little thing here that I don't think I can do it with one hand. But what you have to do is, oh yeah, I can. You push back on this until it snaps into position. And what it's doing is it's driving this top part down into this rubber gasket, and it's pushing it out. So this is getting bigger, and it actually forms a tight seal with the pipe that's in the ground. So the one we have now is just, it's like a graduated rubber thing, and it's about this tall. I'll make sure I put a picture up for you guys so you know which one I'm talking about. I'll also link out to it, because if you have a permanent site you use, it works perfectly fine. It's like it's firmly seated in there. The clear plastic elbow that comes with your sewer pipe fits down in it. Throw a rock on top or a sewer weight, you're good to go. But at this campsite, we had a chimney for a sewer pipe. So had I had this with the slinky being stretched to the max, we would have been fine. It wouldn't have mattered, because this, the way it is, would have held it in place. Would it have been ideal? Probably not, but it would have still worked. So then obviously to release it, then you just pull up on this and then it pops right out. So, yeah, I bought one. I wasn't going to. I'd seen these for months, people clamoring to get one like they did with the Cabbage Patch Dolls back in the 80s, and was not going to bite on that. Was convinced my orange sewer weight works great. If it doesn't, we'll use a rock. We're fine. We don't need it until we needed it. So this past weekend showed me that there is a need for this thing, guys. So I'm a believer now. Absolutely happy that I got one. I may even ditch the sewer weight at this point. I don't think I'm going to need it with this guy. It just holds it firmly in place, and no danger of it getting knocked out with any sudden gushes of water or somebody tripping over it or whatever. Sorry, for those of you that are holding out and refusing to buy one, I'm just going to tell you you're wrong. You just need to go get yourself one of these. Like I said, mine was at my Walmart. I think now more places are getting them in. I saw Camping World had them posted on their website, but I think you had to spend something like $50 some to get free shipping. Walmart's shipped for free. I'm a Walmart Plus member or whatever it's called. So this shipped for free. It was actually at my local store. So they delivered it the next day. If you found this video to be helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you can continue following along in our RV journey. Thank you so much for watching today, and I'll see you in the next video.